If you've been feeling an overwhelming physical exhaustion lately, waking up tired with heavy shoulders, or feeling an unexplained urge to flee a familiar room, your spirit is likely signaling an intrusion. These symptoms persist despite a full night of sleep and defy any normal medical explanation. You are feeling a weight that doesn't belong to your own physical body. You are experiencing a targeted spiritual extraction. Because your high-frequency soul naturally radiates pure light, you attract entities that don't know how to generate their own peace and can only operate in the dark. Your physical suffering is the body's alarm system reacting to an unseen parasitic attachment that has been quietly siphoning your reserves. Your spirit team is highlighting a specific frequency, the person with the initial J. You might notice your body literally rejects their presence, or that you feel a deep, unexplainable physical unease whenever they cross your mind. They bypassed your defenses by coming disguised as a friend or partner who claim to desperately need your help. J operates as an energy vampire. Lacking internal light, they survive by latching onto empaths and harvesting the golden energy you produce naturally. To maintain this connection, J used energetic confusion, offering compliments wrapped in subtle insults, and demanding empathy while ignoring boundaries. This tangled connection made you feel guilty for protecting your space, keeping your defenses lowered so the extraction could continue. They handed you their deepest unhealed trauma, watching as you poured your purest healing energy into their bottomless pit. Your current sense of profound emptiness is the direct result of this calculated spiritual theft. You were simply being the genuine empath you were created to be, but they took advantage of that divine kindness. This explains the sudden, intense sense of isolation you felt recently. People you thought you could trust distanced themselves, leaving you feeling entirely alone. This isolation represents a divine quarantine. Heaven purposefully orchestrated this distance to block J's toxic interference, while spiritual surgery took place to repair your aura. You carry the generational power of a cycle breaker. Jay subconsciously sensed this strength and felt incredibly threatened, deciding it was easier to try and break you than to do the hard work of healing themselves. But Jay overlooked a fundamental law of the spiritual realm. Attacking a chosen soul is a direct declaration of war against the universe's protective order. The universe forced Jay out of your life because your destiny requires a clean energetic field. You are stepping into an era of significant abundance, and Jay was the heavy anchor threatening to sink your progress. This painful separation served as a divine clearing, removing a parasite to make room for the elevation you've earned. The scales of justice are now tipping rapidly. Jay is entering a phase of swift and absolute retribution. Substantial cosmic blockages are now dropping onto Jay's life path. The unearned luck they relied on has evaporated, and the doors they once walked through are violently slamming shut in their face. This is the physics of spiritual reflection. When Jay directed negative energy at you, it hit your shield and ricocheted backward. This rebounded energy hits them with 10 times the force, completely transferring the heavy anxiety back to its rightful owner. Jay's public mask is cracking. Former allies are feeling repelled by the toxic frequency now bleeding through their fake persona. Now that you have cut the energetic cord, Jay is in a state of spiritual starvation. They are frantically trying to find new ways to get your attention because they cannot manifest anything positive without your light fueling their life. Their attempt to bury you completely backfired. Jay is now trapped alone with the ugly monster they created inside themselves, while you stand safely beyond their reach. The toxic drama has been permanently swept away, leaving behind a wide energetic void. This empty space is now sacred ground. The universe is actively flooding this cleared space with an overflowing measure of financial and emotional favor. All the blessings Jay tried to block are rushing back to you with divine speed. Your nervous system may still be scanning for the next disaster because it is used to Jay's chaos, but you must actively release that trauma response today. Your life is entering a new chapter. You are transitioning from a heavily armored warrior on a battlefield to a peaceful receiver of divine gifts. Your era of being a stepping stone for broken people is over. Through your resilience, you have shattered generational curses and secured a future of healing and wealth for your entire bloodline. The spiritual realm requires a physical anchor to lock this reality into place and prevent any future intrusion. To secure this protection, follow this channel right now. Joining this high-frequency community acts as a spiritual seal, locking your aura inside a fortress where the enemy can never follow. Signal the universe by commenting 1111 or "I claim my absolute victory" below. This declaration tells the unseen world that you are fully stepping into your untouchable power. With this final action, you leave the darkness behind. You are safe, you are protected, and your new life as a victorious chosen one begins right now.